The following contest is a submission match. On the way to the ring, from Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James. And the opponent, please welcome Kelly.
I'm Michael Cole, this is JB Allen, we welcome you to Portland, Oregon. It's been a long time since we've come to Portland, and it's great to be back.
The Rose City's going to get its face rocked tonight. I, for one, can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We've both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you anything can happen here in the WWE. I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't. And that's an impressive thing in and of itself. I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of...
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually ever step between those roles.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
You know, I'm going to replace you with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match. You can't let that break your focus, but that's easier said than done.
Regardless of how you feel about ECW, it's a real treat to see a diva like Kelly in action.
And I wouldn't mind seeing how extreme Kelly can get here tonight.
You might get your wish. She's an exhibitionist, you know.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know. That's one of the reasons I showed up to work tonight. These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, that's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match. Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle.
I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know. Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be Cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now.
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds.
Yeah, and 10,000 paying customers can't be wrong. This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
I cannot remember the last time I've seen a crowd this pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight.
These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes, too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you.
Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
For the sake of our show tonight, I hope Kelly manages to restrain her exhibitionist tendencies.
Excuse me? Did you just say that you didn't want to see a beautiful young woman in a state of undress?
I'm not saying I'm not interested. I'm just saying I'd like for us to not get kicked off the air.
Anyone who thinks this business is a piece of cake should get into the ring with these superstars.
I don't think anyone would last too long against them. These are trained WWE professionals.
I know I say this a lot, but it ain't ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy.
Kelly prides herself on being an exhibitionist, and she's certainly putting on quite an exhibition here tonight.
Listen, Next time you're going to try to be cute like that, give me some warning so I don't regurgitate on my microphone.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner. But it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got. Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90% of a match is in the preparation. You got to come in ready for battle. You feel like a jerk when someone counters you like that.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle. An injured superstar is like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
These superstars are putting on a clinic.
Yeah, and not a health clinic. I don't think they'll be the same after this one.
So, have you got any predictions about who's going to win this one?
No way. I've seen you embarrass yourself with enough bad guesses that I'm not going to risk doing the same.
I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're not going to see athletes like the WWE superstars anywhere else, Cole.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world. And this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best.
If Kelly's brains were dynamite, she wouldn't have enough to blow her nose.
Fortunately for you, I don't think SAT scores were part of her ECW application. Wow, listen to that chant.
The crowd makes a huge difference, whether they're for you or against you.
I think we might be looking at the future of the...
I don't think this is going to last much longer. Talk about running on empty. I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience. As long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll keep going at it.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight.
There's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
Kelly might not be the brightest bulb on the string, but who needs brains when you got a body like that?
I don't know, partner. Some of us prefer women we can actually hold a conversation with.
There's a lot of things I'd like to hold with Kelly. A conversation isn't one of them. When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time. We've seen some pretty good back and forth here, but you don't see too many matches end that way.
No, you don't. And I think we'll see one superstar dominate the match before it's over.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years. It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, and you're going to find out exactly how tough it is to do this job with your jaw wired shut. These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what? You want to say that everybody wins so that nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it.
These fans have got something they want to share with us.
That's their right. They paid for their tickets after all.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Hey, watch your language. This is a family show.
I said exasperate. Oh, never mind.
There isn't an ounce of quit in these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end.
These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
This match is so good, it's even worth having to sit next to you to watch it.
Thanks a lot. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what? You should partner up with Jerry Lawler. Then you could have the king and the queen on commentary.
Really funny. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time.
This one could still go either way.
It sure could. It's not over until the referee calls for the bell.
This sellout crowd can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? That's not exactly a great entertainment value.
You might be right. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is. What do you think the highlight of it has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little later in the match when you shut your yap for a few seconds.
That's just about the last position you want to find yourself in.
And I don't care how tough you are, that hurts like hell.
I don't know what's more uncomfortable, watching this or experiencing it.
Experiencing it, hands down, trust me.
Oh my, talk about your compromising positions.
Nothing will take the fight out of a superstar quicker than a move like this. Look, all the WWE superstars are tough human beings, but these competitors tonight are really raising the bar.
They sure are. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, intensity. You gotta stay on your opponent till one of you cannot go anymore.
These superstars are well aware of that, and that's exactly what they've got in mind.
Can you believe this match so far?
I really can't. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they are surprising the hell out of me here too.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars so exciting to watch.
The key to winning a match like this is to build momentum. You're not going to see a match won with just one or two moves.
No, but oh my! Someone's getting a taste of their own finishing move.
You can imagine the tension between the competitors.
I don't know if this is such a good move. This could be disastrous. I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
Here's your winner, Mickie James.